5th June. How many of us know the importance of this date? 5th June is the World Environment Day. We are only raising buildings and bridges, but not trees.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a question. Do you want to go extinct?
There was a time in the world where people and Mother Nature lived and existed in balance and harmony. But all that changed when people found out that they could exploit Mother Nature. Well, that's not such a bad thing if we were to do it in a proper and managed way.
Nature is, was, and will be eternally beautiful. Her nurturing environment is the only reason we live. Environment is also a term used instead of nature. Environment is a place where all living and non-living things exist.
We all have been taking Mother Nature for granted. We all have abused her recklessly. We started exploiting Mother Nature, or everyone might say, abusing her, half a millennia. And look what we've unleashed upon the world. Natural resources have been highly depleted in the last 100 years. We have poisoned the seas, the rivers, and even the very air we breathe. For these resources, we have emptied the forests, emptied the mines, and destroyed entire forests for dust settlements.
Trees, they are amazing. We literally breathe the air they create. They clean up our pollutions and carbon emissions. They store and purify water. The trees gives us medicines that cure us, food that feed us. But we are embarrassed to say that we cut them down. Cut them down with the help of huge machines at the rate of 40 football feet a minute. That's 50% of the trees of the world gone in the last 100 years. Why? For this.
Since 2005, the entire world has lost 150 million hectares of trees, and that's larger than our entire country. Since 1750, the carbon dioxide level has been increased by 40% and methane by 150%. And that's a great deal, isn't it? The global temperature of the earth has been increased by 1.1 degree Fahrenheit since 1900s. And yet you still wonder why it's been so hot lately?
The polar ice caps are melting. The coal mines and the fuel pots all are emptying up. It is said that the rate of use of coal mines will only support us for approximately 300 years from now, and fossil fuels for hardly the next 50 years. Thousands of animals are in the brink of extinction. There are about 1,500 species of fishes and 16,300 species of plants and animals threatened with extinction.
Today, we're living in a world where people sell nature for money. Our irrational actions cause everyone to suffer. Because of our careless use of natural resources, the environment is not balanced. The weather, climate, animals, habitat, even our health is not well maintained because of the polluted environment created by us.
Let us not go international. Let's talk about our country, Nepal. Nepal is a small country with a polluted capital, Kathmandu. WHO has declared that Kathmandu is one of the top 10 most degraded cities in the world.
They say that each person here needs to plant at least 6 trees just to balance the environment of Kathmandu. Neither the air, water, nor food is healthy here, which leads to untimely death, short life expectancy, and diseases in the people of Kathmandu.
We are so careless and ignorant that our National Heritage Mount Everest has been more polluted than the city of Pokhara. It's been said that Bagmati is a holy and spiritual river. Drinking its water will make a place for you in heaven. Try drinking it today. We can't say about heaven, but it will surely make a place for you in the hospital.
All of this is due to the lack of people's participation as well as the government's. The World Environment Day was created for a reason: to spread awareness about the environment, the methods of conservation, and environment-related education.
The Environment Day was created to become a beacon of hope around the world that there are still people who care about the welfare of the environment and everything living in it. It is an effort to uplift the environment of the world. But it hasn't made much of a difference because no one stepped up to do what's necessary. It all happened because we were too busy counting all the dollars. A wise man once said, "When all the rivers are dried out and trees are cut down for money, people will realize that they can't eat money."
We are responsible for our own mess. We have to step up to clean our own mess. We created this and it is our compulsion to story.
Predictions are, every bit of characters in Children's Playbook will go extinct in the next 100 years. Lions gone, gorillas gone, tigers gone, elephants, rhinos all gone from this world. And the only reason behind this is us. Climate change, global warming, melting ice, they are all the symptoms of us. We've been given so much by Mother Nature. Scientifically, we are among a billion, trillion. Know that it's a 34-digit number. We are perfectly positioned from the sun, not too close that it will burn us, not too far that we turn into ice. Are we living in a paradise where trees help us coincidentally? No. Like the song says, we are a family. Genetics more connects us than separates us. From the sunflower to the sunfish, we are all connected. We all exist to balance Mother Nature. And this is where we must realize, the real crisis is not climate change or global warming, environmental destruction or animal harms. The real problem is us. These are all the symptoms of our doing. We've ignored the fact that everything that exists contributes to the perfection of Mother Nature and her balance.
Modestly, we have named ourselves as Homo sapiens, meaning wise man. But is man really wise? Today, man is only wise for his own self-interest. Mankind has just existed for 140,000 years and we just almost killed the world. But wait, one great personality has said that we can't go back and change the beginning, but we can start where we are and change the ending. An error does not become a mistake until we refuse to correct it. We can redirect this. How? Let me suggest you. If a farmer sees a tree that's unhealthy, they won't look at the branch to diagnose it. They look at the root. So like that farmer, we need to look at the root, not the branches of the government or politicians run by corporations. We have the root. We are the foundation. This generations, it's all up to us to take care of. This planet is our only home. We should globally warm up our hearts and change the climate of the soul and realize that we are not apart from nature. We are a part of nature. And to betray nature is to betray us.
To save nature is to save us, because whatever we're fighting for, racism, poverty, feminism, gay rights, or any type of equality, it won't matter in the least, because if we don't work together, we'll all be equally extinct.